Good morning. Well, it's the morning after the night before, which was certainly an experience. Wind, rain, sun. I think we had all weathers last night. It was still that blustery this morning that obviously couldn't really do much filming. Okay, so it's a quick coffee stop and onwards to our next location, which is yet to be determined. Stopped off at a place called Catterline Bay, which is about 30 miles, half an hour south of Fraserburgh. We're going to visit an old castle, SLAINS Castle, which is a ruin just on the coastline. This is the ruins of SLAINS Castle, or New SLAINS Castle it's otherwise known, and it's been here since around 1597, although it's been reconstructed several times. So the original owner of the castle was the Earl of Errol, and though they were a hugely influential family within the Catterline Bay area, the last owner of the castle was Sir John Ellerman, and he gave it up in 1925, but prior to that he'd actually removed the roof to avoid paying taxes on it. So that was yet another Scottish castle. You'll be pleased to hear it's probably not the last castle we'll see on this trip. So we just arrived at a little place called, what's it called? Catterline Bay. So we're looking to camp somewhere tonight, and this looks like a good wee spot.
Yeah, I think that's going to be.
Then we've got obviously that view. That's us finally pitched the tent out, so it's going to explore the area. Nearly the end of day 2 as we see out the night in Catterline Bay, and we seem to have acquired a new friend, Jake the dog, who loves to try and eat the smoke from the fire. This could be an interesting end to the night. So first stop of the day today is Dunnotter Castle that you can see behind me in the background, but I know there's going to be issues because I'm limited space on my memory cards, so we'll see how far I get. But cracking morning, so let's get on with it. given its position, it probably well is. I would certainly recommend visiting it. It's very interesting, and some interesting facts about it actually. According to a member of staff within there, it was the inspiration for Mel Gibson for Braveheart when he visited the chapel and learned that apparently William Wallace had imprisoned members of the English army within that chapel and burnt it down. And he was so inspired by that, he wrote Braveheart, so can't verify that, but certainly an interesting theory anyway. Another interesting fact is that Disney actually visited the castle grounds and they drew the castle, and subsequently transpired that they put that into Brave the movie. So as you can see from its position and rich history, you get great views across the North Sea. We're lucky enough to see some dolphins passing by, and if you're extra lucky at this time of year, you may see a pod of orcas going by. This is mid-August, so this time of year it can be quite popular. But top tip is, I would definitely recommend visiting about 9:30 in the morning when it opens, if you want to get there nice and early, get some good photos, good footage, while there's very little visitors, because it's now about 11:30, 12, and it's extremely busy. Well, that is the end of our couple of days camping adventure. Fantastic location up at Aberdour beach. Okay, the weather wasn't so great in the evening, but it made it all the more adventurous. And then Catterline Bay, brilliant little bay. So if you do have like a bit of camping and you're struggling for somewhere, then give that a try, but be quick because there's not much space. So if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.